My name is Veronica DeBonise, and I am president of G&G Plaster, Eaves and Drywall. I've been president since 2016.
My name is Naomi Martin. I'm a marketing and communications director for KHS&S here in Anaheim, California, and I've been in the industry for just a sweet 4 years.
My name is Carol Schary. I'm from Nathan Kimmel Company in Los Angeles, California, and I am starting my 27th year in the business. My husband was getting his doctorate at UC Berkeley, and I was a teacher up there for 6 years. When my husband finished, we moved back to Los Angeles, and I went to work in the family business. My mother was the best operations manager. My father, the best salesperson, and it was a combination that couldn't be beat. Sadly, my father passed away, and my mom and I knew nothing better than to continue going and running the business. I started suggesting new ways of doing things, and I'd say, Mom, we sell pump parts, why don't we sell pumps? And little by little, I kept doing new things, developing new products, and doing things differently. And one day, my mother came to me and said, Carol, stop asking me. You're doing a great job. Just continue doing what you're doing. And that's how I got into the construction business.
I was a dental hygienist for several years. In 2009, I met my current husband, who was the originator of G&G Plaster, Eaves and Drywall. And I didn't get involved in the company. I thought that it was important that we keep what we did separate. Finally, I said, okay, I'm tired of seeing the stack of envelopes that are unopened over in the corner. So I'm just going to start opening some of them and help you to just kind of work through some of this. Eventually, before I knew it, I was completely engrossed. I was estimating jobs for the company. And when I was doing dental hygiene, working on someone's teeth, I'm thinking about, the square footage on a job, or it was just, getting together, meeting with the GC. So I eventually left my career in dental hygiene in 2016 and became president of the company. And it's just kind of taken off from there.
I was always intrigued with, the idea of starting and finishing, I guess, a project. There's something about seeing it from like the pursuit phase all the way through progress, keeping track of projects at hand by region, and then finishing it up in delivering, a positive award-winning project to clients and our GCs. I'd say I started my career in lean manufacturing. So kind of some overlap in that lean construction world. And like I said, I was always intrigued with construction. KHS&S here is a great, leading company here in walls, ceilings, prefabrication, etc. So I went to a local college around here, started my first 7-8 years in the automotive industry, and then had always been on the lookout for construction opportunities. So talked with KHS&S, the culture fit was great, and then I've been with them for 4 years now. What makes me proud to be in the industry really is just working for an innovative company. Currently and always value engineering, the project at hand, bringing solutions to our clients makes me proud.
I'm proud to work in the construction industry for 2 reasons. One, when I go on a job site and I see the pumps, the mixers, the tarps, the nozzles, the assemblies, and all the different things that we sell, I know I have given the company the tools to build this building. When the job is done, I can look up and say, see that building? I was part of building it, and it makes me feel very, very proud. I'm also proud to be a member of AWSCI. By being a member, I'm getting so much out of it, and that also has made me successful. I was proud to be the first woman president of the foundation of walls and ceilings.
Well, I'm proud that I'm doing something, I guess, that is outside of what people expect, of what even I would have expected from myself, say 20 years ago. Like just even owning my own company, I don't feel like it was something that I had even thought about. It was just kind of like, go get a job and work here or work there, not create a job for others. So I'm kind of proud of that. The first 3 years of my involvement were very difficult because every single thing I did every day was new to me. Well, I hadn't had any formal education in either owning a business. So any of what I actually did, everything has been learned on the job and as I've gone. So that's been pretty challenging.
I would say just managing people. I mean, marketing's great, provides me a lot of energy and excitement on my day-to-day. I think managing people is probably the toughest part of my position. Humans are complex, and keeping balls rolling and being a part of multiple projects and really just making sure our bases are covered is probably the toughest part of my position now.
At first found it very challenging, again, being the first woman in all these associations and all these things. And I sometimes feel it challenging that people will look at me and say, how can she sell construction equipment? How could she know anything about that? That's part of it. I think the challenges now doesn't have anything to do with being a woman or so forth. The pandemic, the unavailability of product. My main thing is I say to my staff, who is fantastic, that's another thing. I'm very blessed to have such a good staff. Get it out. Our people need it. They need it. As a matter of fact, one time I was going to name my company. I can get it for you yesterday because construction people need it and they need it right away. So the job isn't held up. Oh, it's changed greatly. I see so many women out on the job sites. I see so many women that are also the engineers and the project managers and all the other parts, safety and things like that. And I'm a member of NAWIC, and NAWIC, National Association of Women in Construction. I've been out on their job sites with these women, and they're amazing, totally amazing. I am so proud to be a woman in this industry.
Talking about how general contractors are reaching out to us because they have to meet the quotas. I've seen that as a change. There's a lot of talk about diversity and inclusion that I didn't notice 10 years ago. But, that being said, I was really engrossed in learning the business at that time and maybe not as exposed as I am now.
The construction industry is always innovating. So I would say it's always changing, always being updated. I feel like in this short 4 years I've been here, it's already progressed and made leaps and changes. So specific to women, I would say it's about the same, but on the innovating side, always changing, always becoming better. I don't get tired about talking about women in construction. I think it's great to meet one another and network and learn about, other positions and, always take that opportunity. I don't get tired about it. I mean, March is great because, it's that set aside month where women in construction are, set aside. And I think it's great to shout out and be a part of women in construction, especially in March.
I love talking to women in construction. I don't find a whole lot of women in construction that necessarily have a similar role that I have, but they do parts of some of the things. I mean, I love to hear from them. But one thing that I guess that I don't like talking about is when people will ask what I do, and I will say that, my husband and we work together. And own a construction company, and they automatically assume that I do the books. I used to defend that. I used to want them to know that no, I don't do the books. I do the books, and I do the estimating, and I do the project management, and I do the technical side, and I do the hiring, I do the firing, I do just everything. But if we talk for any length of time, it becomes obvious that I'm very involved, and I know exactly what's going on in the company and what my company.
But no, I'm not tired about it because we've made our inroads. We have moved up to many very quality positions. More women are owning businesses. We're a WBE Women Business Enterprise, which when my customers bid a job, they need diversity vendors, and here we are, Women Business Enterprise. Put us down in your bidding. I think we're at a very important part of this industry. I would finish writing my romance novel I started before my children were born. I would volunteer for SCORE. I'd also probably spend more time with my family and Barry, and I don't know. I love what I do with a passion. I can't conceive of not being in this industry. I love my business. I love my staff, and it just brings me such joy.
Before I got into this, I was doing dental hygiene. And prior to going to school for dental hygiene, I had gone for elementary education. And architecture prior to that was something that I had always thought about, but never really pursued. I love repurposing things. So whether it's a house or furniture or clothes or whatever it happens to be, I like doing that, and I like art, and really I love people. So I don't know, something that would combine all of those things.
I guess I would be a mom, a full-time mom. I love the construction industry. It's great. I don't foresee me popping out anytime soon or in the future. I think, I just had a baby girl, so being a mom is a full-time job in itself. So I guess I'd be full-time mommy. I hope others really see in me leadership when I'm doing my job at my best. I think it's always great to, have interns and that younger generation come in the office and be recruited. So I really think like leadership and pouring into that next generation, as many have poured into me.
I think they see a confident person that gives back to their industry, that has product knowledge, that's innovative, so that if there's a need for a product, we take it in, and I say, what could we do? And I have my technical staff and sales and marketing. We put it all together, and we come up with something to help our customers to solve their problems and their challenges.
I hope that others see an honest, hardworking person and woman, but person first, because there's a lot of talk about men and women in roles and different things, but I really feel like, we all have kind of the same capabilities, but different percentages, I guess. Using each other's strengths rather than focus on what the other one can't do, I think, is how we come together for a cohesive, the best product that we can. My legacy is for my children to be able to look at what I've been able to accomplish in my life and where I am, and be able to look at where they might want to go in the future, and just know that, the sky's the limit. Your only limitation is what you put on yourself. And I hope, they feel supported in what I've been able to do, that it helps to support them to make decisions and how they're going to move through their life in, I guess, a non-traditional role if they so choose.
I guess overall, a legacy in any industry or a legacy in general, just that it would be positive, right? Um, again, leadership, positivity, and then making a company better. So, I mean, everyone should strive to enhance a company and leave it better off than, when you joined it. So.
My legacy is Vini Vidi Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. So what I wanted to do in life, and my business, of course, is part of my life, is to be the best person I can be, to be successful, to be creative, to develop products that will help the industry, and also solve challenges of my customers, and to help women see that this is a wonderful industry. Go for it.